Hey, this is your girl, msyelladiva. I am bringing you another episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 10, Episode 11. Wonderful chaos. Oh, I'm sorry. Wandaful chaos, okay? If you're new here, welcome. We do reviews here. This is the Diva Nation, okay? And if you're returning, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Oh, that was ashy. Welcome back. Okay, I'm sorry. Give me a thumbs up. Like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel. And we will begin, y'all. Okay. Wonderful chaos. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you. This episode was boring. Okay. Except for Dr. Francis. This episode was boring. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna just be honest. This episode was boring, except for Dr. Francis. I'm gonna get this right here. So boo, except for Dr. Francis. Okay. Anyway, so Latricia is visiting Latricia. They gonna do some raggedy ass cooking. Latricia, I like that red hair though. I do like that red hair on you. It looks real good on you. And Latricia, you know, whoever's doing your makeup and your hair and all that other stuff, kudos to them, because you was looking fire in this season. Because last season, child, we couldn't even get you to wear anything revealing or tight. Stormy already said, if I had your body, I would be butt naked half the time. She said, but I'll be showing it off. So now you showing off your body every time you come on the camera, and that's fine because you worked for it. And you look good. That's fine, baby. Anyway, Latricia says she going to therapy, and Letitia wants her to go to Bessemer to visit her mama, Miss Wanda. She opening her food truck, so she want her to go visit her, and she gonna take the other ladies except for Nell. But she can't go because Xavier's birthday is that weekend or whatever, and she gonna be in Miami. I don't blame her. I take the trip to Miami way before I take the trip to Bessemer. Okay. Anyway, so on the other side of town, Nell's talking to Chris. And Chris, Nell, you know Nell got an attitude with Tisha because she said, Latricia Scott. Okay? So she said, Latricia Scott need to worry about her own business and telling me I need to lower my voice. And so Chris was like, you screaming at somebody? You screaming at somebody? Who that? And Nell was like, listen, by the time, it was all over, I was screaming at everybody. And so Chris was like, oh, okay. So one side got the gas and the other side got the light. And so, he basically it was a combustible experience. And she was like, yeah. And so she was like, Nell was like, Kimmie was like, don't you yell at me. And so Nell was like, that's what you doing. Okay? That's what you doing. You telling me not to yell at you. You yelling at me. So, of course, on the other side of town, we go back to Latricia and Latricia. They eat now. They standing up in the kitchen eating salads. I don't know what they cooking. Okay? But they standing up in the kitchen eating salads. You can't go to the table. You got to stand up. Okay, I'll leave that alone. Anyway, so they standing up talking about Nell. Latricia said, I think Nell wasn't supposed to talk about the baby, her grandbaby that Lance had. And so Latricia was like, y'all haven't spoken? And she said, nah, she told me to keep her name out my mouth. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Come here, Latricia. Come here, boo. You talking about her right now. So you haven't kept her name out your mouth. That you brought it up. You brought the whole conversation up. So you are definitely not keeping her name out your mouth. Okay? You need to talk to Andy. And when Nene said, keep my name out your mouth, he has kept her name out his mouth. Okay? You need to talk to Andy because you conveniently keep Nell's name in your mouth. She has a permanent residence in your mind, basically. Anyway, so I was like, I don't understand. If you are not supposed to keep her name out your mouth, then keep her name out your mouth.
Shut up, bitch.
Okay, keep her name out your mouth. But you have to keep her name in your mouth because you don't have a storyline without Nell. You don't have a storyline without Nell. Point blank, period. Moving on. Latricia visits Dr. Francis. Okay, hold on, let me give you this. Okay. I'm so happy that she visited Dr. Francis. I don't know what to do with myself. So this is her second section in therapy. She said she went to visit her parents at the grave sites. And she said she sat there and cried and, talked to her and stuff like that. And he was very pleased with that. Dr. Francis asked her about her kids. She said she got a boy and a girl. He said, are you divorced? Excuse me. She said, not yet.
You stupid. What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Why ain't she divorced yet? Why ain't she divorced? Well, here's the thing. Now, let me go back. Because I remember they had the episodes and Ken and Marquez got into it, and then he wasn't never on the show again, and he was bringing some papers in talking about you ain't had the kids, and then he said, but then they said the dude had the kids, so the papers are in the court, and then we had a long break, so maybe they were filming right at the end of what we saw. And so it may be about a month later it's I can understand that then. I can understand that because it's probably just about a month later. But for us, it's like 5 months later. So I get it. So, but Dr. Francis said, well, you are separated, but you're still emotionally attached. Okay, remember that, Latricia. You still emotionally attached to Marquez. Okay, I'm just saying. You can deny it all you want to, but Dr. Francis gonna get it out of you. That's why I like Dr. Francis. Anyway, Dr. Francis said, are you in a relationship? She said, yes. He said he's a strong father figure, and he said that's good. And she said it was in the beginning I was jealous. She said, and he said, well, it was probably you felt like you were losing your kids because he was a breath of fresh air, and so you felt like you were losing your kids. And Latricia in the confessional said, when Marquez moved to Atlanta, it was just me and the kids. And then Ken came along, and he came being Captain Save-A-Ho, and so then it felt awkward. So Dr. Francis said that she was a pistachio, and some of the pistachios opens all the way. Some of them are open this way. Some of them are just not open. And so he said that you are slightly open, and it's going to be a difficult process for them to break open that hard shell, and so because you're protecting yourself from something in the past, and your kids when they're with Ken, you feel like that's another loss. And so, and Latricia was like, I don't want to deal with another loss. I've had enough losses in my life. And that's the truth. She done lost her mama, her daddy, her sister, and Marquez. And she can't lose her kids to Ken. So I get it. So that's probably why she's holding on really tight, and that's probably why it's a sore spot. Anyway, Latricia and Destiny and Kimmie, reluctant Kimmie, because she don't like girls trips because she male identified. Okay, so she don't like girls trips. She don't like hanging around girls. Okay, because she male identified. But that's on her. Okay, so they got their road trip going down to Bessemer, and so Kimmie said it was hard for her to get Nell to have the conversation because when she started yelling at her, she was just like, I said what I said. And then, and all I think about is Candy. Well, what you said was some bullshit, okay? Okay, that you gonna dump her in the pool, if she don't stop yelling at her. What you said was some bullshit, okay? Anyway, so with Nell's name in her mouth again, Tisha said, well, I can't go disrespecting you because you my mama age. Kimmie is too. Kimmie your mama age too. Keep that in mind. Kimmie is your mama's age too. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay. Don't forget that. She said, I respect my elders. No, you didn't, because you and Kimmie had it out many a time on these 10 seasons of is it 10 seasons? I think so. It's 10, ain't it 10 seasons? Yeah, these 10 seasons of what is that called? A Love and Marriage Huntsville. You don't went toe to toe with Kimmie. So so why you gonna get Miss Wanda to handle your light work, quote unquote, with Nell? You ain't get Miss Wanda to go toe to toe with Kimmie, cause Kimmie whoop Miss Wanda ass, but we're gonna leave that alone. Nell gonna whoop Miss Wanda's ass. Nell gonna whoop Miss Wanda's ass too. Oh Jesus. Yeah. But yeah. So she was like, yeah, I respect my elders. I'm gonna stay in a child's place. You are not a child. You act like one, but you not one. Okay, you 40. I think you 40. You may be more than 40. Okay? You not a child. Okay? So, but you act like one. Your son is as old as my son. Okay? And you still act like a child. Okay? You still act like a child. Okay, so Destiny said, "Well, both of y'all said something about your husbands, each of your husbands." And so Tisha was like, "Well, Chris made a jokes about my husband." And Destiny said, "Well, Nell really didn't let that go." And she was like, "Because it's the truth for her." And she was like, "Don't play with me. So don't play with me. It's the truth for her." Come here, Tisha. Come here, boo. It's the truth for you too. It is the truth for you too. Why do you act like all the men in Huntsville don't cheat? Why do you act like all the men in Huntsville don't cheat? Except for Dr. Francis. Okay? All the men in Huntsville cheat. What the hell? Kimmie know. That's why Kimmie stays silent. Because Kimmie know. She ain't saying nothing. Because she know that her husband cheat. She know. Okay? Latricia is delusional.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
Delusional. Okay? All the men in Huntsville cheat. Every last one of them, except for Dr. Francis. Okay? All of them. Okay? Including Ken, Will, Lance, okay? Chris, Maurice, Martell, Marceau, Marquez. All of them cheat. Every last one of them. Okay? Destiny said, Nell said, well, that Tisha needs to worry about that girl on the tape. Okay, yeah, she do. Well, she don't really need to worry about her because she ain't going nowhere. Okay, so then Latricia stands up and she said, "Do you see me? I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about another woman, girl." Girl, come here, Tisha. Come here, boo. What does that mean? What does that mean? Because you had surgery to look like that? So he ain't gonna cheat on you because you look like that? Come here, boo. Come here. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. Beyonce got cheated on. And she looked better than you. Okay. Janet Jackson got cheated on. She looked better than you too. Okay. And Halle Berry got cheated on. She looked better than you too. Meg Thee Stallion got cheated on. She looked better than you too. Okay. Cardi B got cheated on. She looked better than you too. Okay. Men don't care what they stick their dick in. Okay? What they stick their dick in. Okay? Animals. Apple pies. Peepholes. They don't care what they stick their dick in. Okay? Blow up dolls. Okay? They don't care what they stick their dick in. How many of the women on 600-pound life got a man? Most of them got men taking care of them. Okay? They don't care what the woman look like. What the woman look like. Okay? So you can have all the plastic surgery you desire. Please do it for yourself though. Have all the plastic surgery you desire. They still won't cheat on you, baby. Cardi B. Got the fat ass. Shit. What's that girl name? What's that child name? Nicki Minaj. Got all that plastic surgery. Cheated on. Cardi B. Cheated on. The list goes on and on and on. Okay? It is what it is, babe. It is what it is. You can do whatever you can do. You can give them you can do Kimmie, roll over. You sick, you dying of breast cancer. Well, you ain't dying, you living. I'm sorry, baby. You surviving breast cancer. You throwing up, your hair falling out. You weak and stuff like that, but you can roll over and give your man some so he don't cheat and he still cheat. You could do Kimmie. And also I want to point out that Kimmie remains silent on this whole conversation. Why? Cause her man cheat. Her man cheat. Okay? Okay? But she stand up. Look at me. I ain't worried about no woman. Yeah, whatever. Like I said, 56-year-old Kimmie stayed silent because she know better. She know the truth, okay? So Destiny tells them about her dating life. She was just like, listen, I'm dating all these men and I ain't fucking them. And so Latricia was like, that's why Lance got the girl pregnant, because you wouldn't give him none. And Kimmie was like, that part I would, because you male identified, baby. you male identified. Okay. Yeah, you would. You would. And whatever. That's on you.
Shut up, bitch.
Because that's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. But that's you. That's how you were raised. Okay. How can you be male identified when your daddy was an alcoholic and he yelling and screaming? I don't get that. So I would think that you would be more feminine. Maybe you felt like you had to be the man of the house for your mama, and you had to protect her. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the reason why you male identified, because you felt like you had to be the man of the house, to protect your mama. I would think that would have made you a little more feminine. But she male identified. She don't even like girls trips and stuff. Yeah, it's fine. But I still don't see why you put up with that shit. But I believe that alone. That ain't for me. Okay, so Ken and Latricia go to eat. Latricia confessed to him that she felt jealous of him and the kids. She felt like he was taking the kids away from her, and so he was like, "Who me? That will never happen. I will never take your kids away from you." And so Ken said, "I'm happy," and Latricia said, "I'm happy too." Moving on, they drive to Bessemer. They see Miss Wanda. Destiny order a loaded chicken potato. Kimmie wants a steak potato, but she wants her steak medium. But because Miss Wanda don't know how to fucking cook, she can't make a steak. So I don't know what that steak tastes like. So then everybody sitting down to eat. Then Miss Wanda come, and Letitia's so over the top, corny and whiny. Hey, mama, come here, give me a hug. Girl, give me a high five. Girl, shut the fuck up. Ooh, she worked my nerve. Ooh, we got the same name. Ooh. She get on my nerves though. Ooh. But that hair was cute on you. That red hair was cute on you. But you was dense like a motherfucker. Anyway, let me keep it moving. So Latricia bring up Nell again. She can't keep her name out her mouth. She can't keep her name out her mouth. She bring her up again. So then Destiny was like, oh Lord. So she was like, so Miss Nell called herself being upset with me. So Wanda was like, who is Nell? And then she said, then Wanda was like, that old lady Nell. Miss Wanda, you and Kimmie are around the same age. Okay? Don't play with me. You and Kimmie around the same age. Okay? So you can't call her old unless you calling yourself old. Okay? You can't call her old because you the same age. Okay? That old lady now. So Latricia was like, yeah, Miss Wanda tells Miss Wanda that she want. So Latricia says to Miss Wanda that she wants her to go talk to Nell because she can't talk to her because she respects her elders. No, you didn't. You ain't respect Kimmie. You did not respect Kimmie. Okay? You did not respect Kimmie. You went toe to toe to her. I don't know why you can't go to toe with Nell. Okay? I don't understand. You went toe to toe with Kimmie. So she was just like, and Destiny in the confessional said that's a horrible idea. I said I believe that. So she said Nell wants Miss Wanda. Okay. So this was too funny to me. Okay. Miss Wanda in the confessional. This was so fucking hilarious. And I'm gonna read it to you verbatim. Nell said, Nell wants to get in my child's business. You ain't a cancer. Nobody's instruction. You can't keep your own married together. Okay. That is what she said verbatim. Okay, so this is what I think she meant to say. Okay, she meant to say, Nell wants to get in my child's business. You ain't no cancer. I think that's counselor. Okay, I think that's counselor. I'm sorry. And then she said, nobody's instruction. I think that's teacher. Or instructor. One of the two. Either teacher or instructor. Okay? I don't know. But you ain't nobody's instruction. Okay? Sorry. Where's it go? Okay. You can't keep your own married, I think it's marriage, together. Oh shit. You stupid. Oh God. Oh my God, that was funny. I had to rewind that quite a few times. I was like, what the hell she talking about? You ain't no cancer. She look pretty in that pink though. But you ain't no cancer. I'm sorry. Anyway. So then Kimmie throws Destiny under the bus and said, well, she told Destiny, she didn't tell Tisha. And so Miss Wanda said, so you the bone carrier, huh? I know that's right. And so then Latricia was like, she told me to keep her name out her motherfucking mouth. And you still didn't. And you still don't. And you still didn't. Okay. Okay. So it doesn't even matter what she said because you ain't do it. Okay. And so, but Kimmie said, well, Latricia, you could have left that part out. Okay? Keeping my name out your motherfucking mouth. You could have left that part out. Miss Wanda, but Miss Wanda said, well, how do you feel about that video that they put out? Latricia said, we don't care. But she was looking at Kimmie because Kimmie is her age. So Kimmie should know better. Okay? Should know better. Okay? So she was like, I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking to Kimmie. Okay? Because she should know better because she is her age. But Kimmie said, well, I don't give it any energy. And I don't believe that lady. And so Miss Wanda was like, well, you got to take it in consideration. She said she had it in the butt and the mouth. I said, now, Miss Wanda, you could have left that part out. Miss Wanda, you could have left that part out. She had it in the butt and in the mouth. You could have left that part out, Miss Wanda. And so she said, but I believe that, there's certain things, that can be, taken away from that interview. And so Kimmie said, well, I said many times that people can cheat. Oh, so you okay with it? Okay, well, let us know that you're okay with it. Let us know you're going to be another Rashida. Okay, let us know if you're going to be another Beyonce. Let us know if you're going to be a Latricia Pearson of a Bell Collective. Let us know. Because we fine with it. Okay? We fine with it. Just let us know. Okay? If you're going to be another Rashida. Okay? It's okay. We just need to know. We just need to know. Okay? So we could just be like, well, she gonna get back with him anyway. Or it don't matter anyway. It's not none of her concern. Just let us know. But she said, I said many times people cheat, so apparently you're okay with it. But I need for you to say that you're okay with Maurice cheating, not people. Maurice. That's what you need to tell us. You need to tell us that you okay with Maurice cheating. That's all we need to know. Okay, that's all we need to know. Kimmie, just say you're okay with Maurice cheating. It's okay. Okay, because he gonna do it regardless of whether you want him to or not. He gonna do it regardless. Okay, because all the men cheat in Huntsville except for Dr. Francis. Moving on. So then she said, well, I don't have any issues with people cheating, but that girl, that hoe, absolutely not. No, ma'am. And what you mean by that, Kimmie? What you mean by that? Okay. First of all, Tisha over here standing up talking about, look at me. Look at me. And then Kimmie's saying, not that girl, not that girl. What's going on with that girl? What's going on with that girl? Okay. Because Ariane already said they cheat with big backs. Okay. So what's wrong with that girl? What? Yeah, you may be the trophy wife, but they gonna cheat with what they like, and they may like big backs. Okay, they may like big backs. They gonna cheat with what they like. Okay, okay. You the trophy wife though. Cause Tisha got her little body done and stuff like that, and you was already tight and right. Okay, so y'all the trophies, okay, but they gonna cheat with what they really like, and that's usually a big girl, cause they really like the big girl, but we ain't the trophy wives. Okay, we ain't the trophy wives. Okay. But y'all the trophy wives though. Or they cheat with white women because that's what they really like. Jay-Z. Allegedly. I ain't trying to get sued by nobody. Okay. Allegedly. Okay. Allegedly. Okay. But anyway. Miss Wanda said, y'all young girls have to take that in consideration. Who young? Who young? Neither one of them young. Kimmie 56. And Tisha is in her 40s. Okay? So who young? Destiny? maybe you talking to Destiny. Maybe you talking to Destiny. Destiny ain't young either, I don't think though. I don't think Destiny young either. Okay. Hell, you and Latricia not there, so yeah. So I don't know who you talking to, but Miss Wanda in the confessional saying Kimmie is down for whatever, and she is in denial. Yes, I believe you, Miss Wanda. I believe you, honey. Yes, you are so correct. Okay, that Kimmie is in denial. Okay, but she may, now she may be that one that don't leave. Okay, and that's fine. Okay, she ain't in denial. She know what the hell what's going on. That's on her though. Anyway, give me a thumbs up, like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel because that was the end of the episode. I'm sorry. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.